What's up? What's up? What's up, Country Style family? Welcome to another edition of the Country Style Podcast. I'm your host, Art Fennell. We're back with you yet again. And oh man, we got a good one today. You guys know this man sitting here. You already know who he is. Today, we're having a conversation with the one and only, and I mean the one and only, Lizzard Man.
What's good, Art? What's good, man?
Hey, how you like that, man?
Hey, I love it.
We're still having fun with this podcast, trying to figure it all out. And it's raw and crazy, but you know all about that because you're part of the family here and you know how we do it, right?
No question, man. We always have some fun.
Good to have you back in the house.
Thank you. I'm blessed to be back, man, and thank you.
We're going to get to know the Lizzard Man today, but let me just give you a little bit of shallow background on who this man is. You've seen him many times on our YouTube show. He's got his own YouTube platform. He does a whole lot of stuff. He is a grill master extraordinaire, but not just that, and we'll talk about it. He is a culinary creative. He knows how to put dishes together that might not be typical. Might not be something you see every day, and he infuses it with a little bit of his homegrown stuff from grandma and mama, and he mixes it with his own skills, and he comes up with special stuff all the time. So I'm telling you that so you can know that you're talking to a pro today, and that's who the Lizzard Man, and he's a crowd favorite. Everybody loves him.
I love them too.
Yeah, Lizzard. Let's start with a little bit about your background, because the idea is to let the people really get to know who you are. Where the hell did you come from?
Hey, I came from Syracuse, New York. Mom and I moved to South Carolina when I was just a young kid, man. And hey, I was there. We called Ridgeville home. I went to Somerville High School, graduated there.
Yeah.
87.
Yeah. And it was in you ever since.
Ever since, man, being around Mama Florence, man, that mac and cheese, all the rutabagas, all that came from her, man.
Oh, man, we've had your rutabagas when we were down there at the compound. But hey, you know what? Listen, I got ahead of myself.
What's that?
Because I was just about to let you off the hook, and that would have just been a sin if I hadn't remembered that nobody sits in the chair without a shot of shine. Dude, flip your cup. Flip your cup, man. This is the tradition here. You got to have a shot of shine. Go ahead, pour your own trouble.
Got to pour my own trouble.
There you go, right there. There you go, right there.
You go.
You know, I have to keep my stash hidden because moonshine is premium around here, and you don't want it to get away. Hey, here's to the Lizzard Man. Here's to country style, good food, good eating, good fun.
Yes.
Down the hatch. Right. Woo!
Straight to the dome.
I do that every time. Do you remember when we first put you on the platform, we went to Ridgeville?
Yes.
Because you're down in Ridgeville, South Carolina. We went to Ridgeville, and you cooked a little bit of everything, and we had a lot of good shine out there as well. Oh, yeah. But man, do you remember what all you had in the pots that day?
Ooh, we had conch stew. We had rutabagas.
They're the rutabagas.
We had cabbage and collards mixed.
Yeah. That's the collard greens.
Mm-hmm.
That's those fresh collard greens you just got from the man's farm.
Woo. We had the coon.
Wait, where is he? Where is he? So much smoke.
Let me take the covers off them.
I gotta tell you, that is probably one of the ugliest looking things that people are ever gonna see. This one looks worse than the one Jism cooked that time. Are you gonna put the juice on him, the lizard juice? goodness.
We do it with
The smoked coon. I think we had ham.
Yeah. Well,
Mac
well,
and cheese.
well, yeah. You had some neck,
Neck
bones
bones.
that you spread out, and you had wild boar and coon on the grill. That's the ugliest damn coon I have ever seen. And you said you had him under the blanket.
Under the blanket, keeping him moist.
Yeah, yeah.
He was already warm.
Yeah,
He just needed to be moist.
Yeah, Jism is standing in the background, folks, and he wants a shot of our shine. Now, the shine is reserved just for people sitting in the chair, but I'm going to go ahead and let him get a little taste here.
You just said that.
I just said that when you're sitting in the chair, you can drink this.
You talked him up.
This isn't for samples otherwise.
Well, I'm not gonna sample it. I'm just gonna plain old drink it. I already know what it is.
All right. yeah. But now that brings up a point. You guys have a lot of soul food and seafood down in Ridgeville because you're right there at Charleston.
Yeah, definitely.
So you do a lot with seafood. We done seen you cook everything on this show, man. You know, from crabs and seafood dishes, wild boar, and you name it, you've cooked it. What's your favorite, the seafood or the wild stuff?
I'm gonna have to say wild boar, man. Hey, I can just eat on that stuff, man. Everything else, I'll take a little pinch here and there. But that wild boar and my vegetables, that's where I'm going.
You're big on those
Every
vegetables.
time. Me personally, I don't do much frying.
Right.
No frying pork chops or chicken. I like mine in the oven or off the grill.
Off the grill. Yeah. And see, there you go. And I'll get back to the cooking in just a minute here. But yeah, you've got your own culinary thing that you're about, and like you said, you don't do any frying and so forth. People see you with your hairstyle, everything, the dress and everything, and a lot of people have asked me, man, is Lizzard Rastafarian? Is he Jamaican? What's the deal, man? Is he smoking weed all day? You tell them.
Well, I can tell you this: I don't smoke weed,
right?
But I eat a lot of herb. That's it, man.
Yeah.
And he said, "What
don't let him distract you. Don't let him distract you. But in other words, you don't subscribe to any particular culture, so to speak, like or anything like that, or you just embrace it all.
I try to embrace everything. I cook just about anything, any and every. I always say, but I like to get those island flavors going.
Right.
Like the West Indian, Jamaican, yeah.
So that's in you. There's no doubt about it. I mean, because you've cooked so many West Indian, Jamaican dishes and so forth, and you pull that together. When did you know that you could do this, man, and you could be good at it?
Man, I've always known my dad was a chef, and my grandfather on my mother's side, she cooked. And, being around Aunt Florence and watching her cook, man, and then after college, I ended up moving to Atlanta. And I worked off of Peachtree Street.
Get out of town.
Peachtree Road.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with
yeah.
R. Thomas Deluxe Grill?
No, I'm not, but I'm sure it's great.
It's a great spot, man.
That's where you went and started, as they say, making your bones.
That's right. Teaching me around the kitchen, knives, how to cut, julienne, and just cutting up everything, man.
Do you have a favorite style? Like you mentioned, like julienne. You throw out French terms around here all the time. What was that we were cooking one day, and we called it, you said, I'm doing some pico de gallo. And I said, you mean the people with gout?
The people with gout, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that's from Mexico.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So you're doing, see, Jism and those guys, they can throw some stuff on the grill and cook it, but they're not doing a Mexican dish or a French influenced dish or a Jamaican influenced dish and all that kind of stuff. So what, you like to mix it up like that.
Yeah, I do, man. We, just blend cultures, man. Bring them all together, make it one big happy family.
Yeah.
when we were on the way up, we stopped by a gas station, and a Mexican guy came by and said, "Lizzard Man." I was like, "Wow, okay." He said, I was telling him we're gonna be at Fat Man's Cave for the pig picking.
Yeah.
And he said, "Could you make me some chicharron?" I said, "Yeah, I can make you some chicharron."
Yeah. Well, and that's another thing. You're popular when you're out there. Everybody knows the Lizzard Man, and it's because I hate to have you do it because we have you do it all the time. And we've got video. I can show the video if we got to do it that way. But the Lizzard Man is named the Lizzard Man for a real good reason. And that's because the lizard's always got his tongue flickering in the air so that he can tell where his next food's going to be, and that's where he gets his name from.
That's right.
Yeah, and by the way, his real name is Sean. Okay, Sean Cavanis Brigman. Okay,
Ooh, what a name.
But we and you notice anytime I feature you on the show, I always put your real name on it and put Lizzard Man. I don't want them to think your name is Lizzard.
No, it's not Lizzard.
No,
It's not my government.
we don't want them to think that. What's it been like, man, getting all this notoriety and everything, and just all of a sudden you were on the world stage?
Man, I have to give that thanks to you, man. Hey, when you came to the compound, and I had no idea it was gonna blow up like that.
What was that like for you after we did the piece? And it ran, and it came out really good, and you had a yard full of people. And I told you, I said, Lizzard, I said, this is going to get ready.
You did.
But you weren't ready, were you?
I was not ready. That first hour, I said, this thing had 40,000 views. Lord, have mercy. All right, what am I going to do?
Yeah, but tell me what kind of good stuff came out of that.
Oh, man. The fans, the love, the calls, all of that, man. At your cook-off, I have fans come up, tell me how we helped them through hard times. I say worryation is a lack of faith.
Yeah.
Some of them cancer patients.
Yeah.
That made it through, and I hope they're still out there pushing strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just the love, the outpouring of love.
And haven't you found, Lord knows I have, and I'm sure you have too, when you talk to people, country style is a lot of fun, and we crazy and we do a lot of fun, crazy stuff. But on a serious note, there's therapy in country style. People really take from what we put out.
Absolutely.
They get inspiration from it. They may be sick, they may be depressed, it could be whatever, and they come up and they share those stories with you. Haven't you gotten that too?
Yes, I have, and I try to read all the comments and maybe throw in thank you and a hello, but it's mad love. We love you guys out there.
Yeah, no, and that's one of the things that, as I say, you probably don't realize at first until someone comes up and makes you recognize that. I had someone, and this is a quote from your grandmother. Let me backtrack. Of course, we remember the fire.
We got another fire. We got another fire.
Got a fire.
Somebody's on fire. Somebody's on fire. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
No.
Listen, man, he needs help. Give him help, Avery. Help him out, Avery. Give him some help.
Yeah, we remember the fire. That was not your finest moment, Lizzard.
No, that's not my finest moment, and I still hadn't got my eyebrows back. I'm really a lizard now.
But you got through it, and you still was able to present a plate to the judges that day. I mean, but as I said, that fire was raging.
That second one was raging.
Yeah.
It was two.
Yeah, that's right. The first one, it was a little one, but that second one, oh my Lord, it was a fire.
And You know what the best part of it is when you caught Rick, he said, Arthur, listen, save the meat. Save the meat. Well, I died.
Well, anyway, I went all the way around the barn to get back to the front door on this. During all of that, you said, I'm not worried. He said, worration is a lack of faith.
That's
and that
right.
came from your grandmother, didn't it?
Yeah.
I had someone on the street, a fan that I didn't know, came up to me and they said, worration is a lack of faith. They quoting your grandmother.
That's awesome.
Isn't that
That's
something?
awesome.
Isn't that something?
She's still here. She's still here.
Yeah.
Through us, you know.
Yeah. And you're a big time family man. I've heard you talk about your family. I've met your family and everything for a long time. That's important to you, isn't it?
Oh, it's very important. Very important. That's my heart. Those are my hearts out there.
Yeah. What about other siblings? Others in the Lizzard clan?
I'm an only child.
An
from my
only
mother.
child.
Yes, but I have stepbrothers and sisters as well.
Yeah.
The Washington family.
Yeah. Well, look. I'm telling you right now, there could only be one Lizzard man, and people just congregate around him. He is definitely a crowd favorite. I'm going to take a break here, but Lizzard, when I come back, I want to talk about next steps for you, the things you're doing, where you're taking your brand, because you've got a brand, and we're going to talk about those things, and a few other things too that makes the Lizzard man the Lizzard man. Yeah, that's who we're talking to today. We got the Lizzard in the house. The Lizard's in the house.
Yes, sir.
You are watching the Country Style Podcast. Let's get country. We'll be right back. Country Style family, could the walls in your home use some sprucing up? Well, how about some beautiful artwork from Africa? Hey, for the first time ever, I'm offering my personal photography pictures that I took myself in Africa, and I'm making them available to you. Now, these are one-of-a-kind specialty prints of mine that I took, and you can't get them anywhere else. Choose from my limited edition African prints, some with my signature on them, of cultural events and people. Vivid wildlife. And stunning landscapes, all from the motherland. Here's how you order. Go to the Country Style website on your screen. Once you're there, make your selection and we will ship them to you already framed and ready to be hung on your wall. Now, this is only for the months of November and December, and after that, this offer is over. Go to the website now and make your order. Treat yourself or make this a great gift for the holidays. And I hope you'll enjoy artwork from Africa, Country Style. Yeah, and we are back from the break. Here with the Lizzard Man today, Sean Cavanagh Brigman, Ridgeville, South Carolina, and he is known worldwide now because, look, when you're the Lizzard Man, Lizzard, you are the Lizzard Man. Yeah. Let's talk about how things have changed for you. I've talked to you a bunch of times. You have multi-talents. Okay, you're not just great with food. You have other skills that you do. If you're a real fan of the Country Style channel on YouTube, me and Lizzard built the concrete platform out there that those sheds are on. Now, did we do that? Did we do that? Yeah,
we did that.
Yeah, well, Lizzard did most of the work. Okay, I was helping him because nobody else was helping us.
Nobody else would.
Even though they said, but nobody else was helping us. But you do other things. Where are you taking your brand now? Because you have a brand. And look, you've got your shirts, you've got your merchandise. Mm-hmm. Tell me about your YouTube channel and all of that.
Well, my YouTube channel is it's the Lizzard Man, the SMOKIN Lizzard. Mm-hmm. at Smoking Lizzard on YouTube, and I'm just doing some recipes, showing different events that I'm at, mostly at Rome's Man Cave.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
sometimes over at Unks. I did Mama Carrie's 102nd birthday party.
I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, so we doing stuff like that, man. We do have a building, but it's got some work has to be done.
Okay,
on it,
well,
you know.
that's-
So
well,
hopefully,
that's not a big
hopefully
deal.
We'll have a Smoking Lizard restaurant out there one day.
Oh,
for
now,
people
is
from
that
all around.
really?
So
Are you
I would
serious
love
about that?
to
Is that
do
something that?
I would love to do
Because you will likely, and people are listening to this on the podcast, watching it on YouTube and so forth. You know, people come out of the woodworks and say, "Hey, look, dude, I would love to partner with you or help support you in that kind of venture."
That'd be
How-
awesome.
do you see that as something way down the road or closer in than you think?
Yeah, who knows how it might happen, man. I'm just ready and willing, you know. I pass by the building every day, and I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, but you know, but working a 40 to 50-hour job all week, you know.
Yeah.
so,
Let me get your opinion on this. We have a lot of grill masters in our clan, all over the country and locally too, obviously. Several of them have ventured into the food truck game and are loving it.
Yeah.
Now that's a whole different animal because you're on wheels and you're doing your thing like that. But I imagine it can be very lucrative. Is that something that ever turns you on?
It does, but I have a small team, and it's a lot of work.
Really?
Believe me, it's a lot of work. But yeah, it's something I would like to get into as well, you know.
Yeah, do like a well, I mean, you couldn't do both, could you? I mean, if you're trying to do the restaurant and the food truck,
It's according to how you build your team.
yeah.
According to how you build your
And
team.
you've got organizational skills like that, to put people around you that can help you do it because no man is an island. Lord knows we need help trying to do what we're doing, right?
Definitely.
But that's the thing. And you've got products. You've got the Lizzard juice. The Lizzard juice is Lizard Man's his sauce that he puts on his dishes and so forth. It is very good.
Thank
I'm not going to ask him what's in it because he ain't going to tell you. Okay, but you don't do a whole lot of marketing with that. Truth be told, you just don't.
I don't.
What you gonna do?
Well, I have mailed some out. You know, I have people hit me up on the YouTube channel or Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok, and I'll ship it out like that.
Right. So you'll take individual orders.
Sure, I
If
will.
someone wants the Lizzard juice, and you might have it, and maybe I've tried it, but it is not ringing a bell. Rub.
Yes, I do rub.
I don't remember you having much of a rub game, though, Lizzard.
I started this year.
Oh, so you're
Yeah.
new in the rub game.
I'm new in the rub
I want
game.
to try it.
Okay.
Because everybody knows I'm a rub guy. I love, give me some rub, man. like Poonie Brown, who's another one of our grill masters, had the slogan says, "We rub our meat."
We rub our meat.
And that was really his slogan on his banner, which was catchy. Okay, so there's another thing. You've got the Lizzard, who is your grill mascot,
Yes.
and he's on the grill. Have you thought about how you might brand out the Lizzard more and do more things and so forth? Because I know you're getting booked for gigs now. People want you to host events, and you're doing some travel with that. Tell me about that.
Yes. Well, thanks to Fat Man, you know, and Rome's Man Cave, a couple of bike clubs in Charleston. You know, I do stuff for them. You know, and you know, when people lose members of their family, I'll go out and cook for them as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
it's growing. It's growing.
I got
know?
you. Are you gonna keep doing your cook off that you do in the spring?
Yes.
What do you call it?
It's the Smoking Lizzard Challenge.
The Smoking Lizzard Challenge, and you've got a championship belt and everything.
That's right.
How's that? What's that? That's a lot of work, isn't it?
It's
Believe
a
me, I'm
lot
talking
of
from
work.
experience. It's a lot of work.
man. It's a lot of work. I have to sleep 2 or 3 days afterwards. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been going really well. I appreciate all the grill masters that have participated, and I just hope to keep it growing.
Do you have a 2025 date yet for it? They'll have to stay tuned.
I'm looking for around February. I'd like to get it around my birthday, you know.
And
February
by the
16th.
way, February in Ridgeville, down in the Charleston area, you can get some very nice weather down there.
Yeah.
It's not Florida. It's not Florida, but I mean, it'd be very comfortable outside, you know, a day of fellowship out in the yard. It's not part of the rainy season. Hardly ever rains around that time. And in your competition, what are they cooking?
That's a good one. The first year it was the rib and chicken challenge. This year it was the Smoking Lizzard Challenge, nothing but butts.
Nothing but butts.
So now I'm still deciding.
You're going to keep changing it up, in other words.
I think I will. You know, just give it.
What do you think? You think that the country style cook off? We've been consistent with ribs, wings, and brisket. And believe me, that's enough to keep your hands full.
Yeah.
And you've been there, and you're part of it, and you've seen it. You like it, don't you?
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. It's a busy time.
It's a very busy
time.
But maybe we should, introduce something else, or another dish or something like that. But Lord knows that'd just be one more thing to manage.
One more thing to manage.
Yeah. What else? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? We talked about the restaurant, and I'd love to see you do it, and I do believe it would be successful. Personally, I believe it would be successful. But what else do you see, man? I mean, if you could just you got a chalkboard and you're putting things on your vision board. I want to do this. I want to do that. And I want to do this. Maybe not as much of this. What are you seeing out there, Lizzard?
Man, I just see the restaurant flourishing and maybe being on the big screen one day, you know?
Yeah, you can do that. For example, we were down in Atlanta for Delilah's beer and barbecue event down there with all the guys from Netflix that cooked on the Netflix Barbecue Showdown. Great guys, great skills. And I could tell you, pound for pound, you could rock with any of them.
Wow.
And they're good now. I mean, they're good. But the point is, you're creative like that, and it's about putting creative dishes together and making it work. They're supplying all the foods and stuff for you.
Right.
Would you think you would enjoy something like that?
I would love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Because they say be careful what you ask for. The stage is there, but then those are big pants you got to wear.
Yeah, big pants.
You know.
Yeah.
So I mean that's something that you may want to think on as well. And like I said, I know you can do just about anything you want to do there, and I know you've been doing the hosting thing. You're building that brand, making the Lizzard Man a household name, and so forth and so on. And you know, we still love you around here when you're in the yard.
You guys.
You've cooked boar. You've cooked. You've done the boudin alligator. I keep getting distracted with you. Speaking of the alligator, you had an alligator on your grill that was moving, dude. What was up with that? Do you set the record straight? Because people were going, wait a minute, that alligator moved on the grill.
If you notice, I had a bowl of lizard juice on the grill.
You poured the lizard juice on him and he started jumping?
I moved the bowl and the bowl hit his head. And
Oh, hell no.
Yes.
No.
Watch the clip.
no.
Watch the clip.
That's what happened? Are you serious?
Because when I went back to look at it, I was like, it did move. And then I rewind, and then I kept watching, and that's when I saw the bowl move and then the head. I must have moved it when I
Yeah, because we were saying if you can cook a gator
that's alive.
And by the way, his specialty, he likes to wrap his gators in bacon. He just did one at Fats Man Cave where he had a gator wrapped in bacon, stuffed with boudin, and eating a chicken. How the hell did you come up with that?
Well, I know the gators get hungry too.
Oh my God, that's why we love this guy. He's the Lizzard Man, and he's our guy. Now listen, and I hate to put you on the spot like this, but people understand, and you can manage this part however you choose. If they want to get in touch with you, for whatever reason, may want to book you, may want to order some supplies, shirts, merchandise, whatever.
Sure.
Where are your platforms where they can get you?
Okay, I'm Sean Cavanis Brigman on Facebook. I'm the Smokin' Lizzard on YouTube. You can reach me on either one of those platforms, as well as Instagram. I'm Sean CB, and TikTok, the Smokin' Lizzard, at the Lizzard Man, the Smokin' Lizzard. Yeah, on TikTok. Yeah, you guys could hit me up on those platforms.
And you're pretty good at responding to comments from the fans as well. So even if you put a comment on the YouTube channel, he'll likely see it, and he may be able to reach you there as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, like I said, man, we just wanted to give you a little love, give you a platform, let people, get a deeper dive into who Sean is, a.k.a. the Smoking Lizzard, a.k.a. the Smoking Lizard is having to yield to the Lizard Man now. Have you noticed that?
Yes.
And I don't think that was on purpose.
No.
It was always the Smoking Lizard, but everybody just started saying, well, where the Lizard Man at? Where the Lizard Man? Where's the Lizard Man? So I don't know what you're going to do with that. But we put it out there. Hey, man, thanks for being here.
Hey, thanks for having me.
This guy is part of the family. He's around here all the time. He's around here when the cameras aren't rolling, because everything we do doesn't have a camera attached to it. So he is truly part of the family. And we can't forget about the E-Man. We left the E-Man out.
E-Man, yeah.
E-Man took us out on the boat, and your ass went to sleep.
I always do.
You are not a fisherman.
No, sir.
No. You can cook the fish.
I'll cook it. Nose licking good.
There it is, friends and neighbors. Nose licking good.
That's
He's the
right.
Lizard Man. Hey, this is another edition of the Country Style Podcast. Thanks for being there. We'll check you out on the next episode.
Yes,
See ya.
Sir. Country style, baby. Too.